And good afternoon. Welcome to the summer Tai Chi class. I'm so happy you're here. And we're going to start today with a Taoist reading. And I will send this to you. This is one of my absolute favorite books. I read this every day. It's 365 Tao by Deng Ming Tao. And it's just lovely thoughts for the day. And today I chose this one. And so wherever you are, make yourself comfortable. Sense the earth or the floor beneath you, sense the air around you, sense the sky above you. And today's reading is called Learning. Learning is the fountain of youth. No matter how old you are, you mustn't stop growing. Don't think that creativity is only for artists, writers, and musicians. Creativity is an essential element for everyone. Unlike the outer directed creativity of making art, solving problems, or writing, the creativity that everyone can engage in is learning. As long as we continue to learn, welcome new ideas and ways of doing things, and continually expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us, then we are engaging in the ultimate creativity of the self. If one looks carefully at those seniors who are ongoing and vital participants in life, one will see that a common habit is continuous learning and interest. These seniors are not the same as they were in their youth. They have found new ways of learning and acting. As we enter each new phase of our lives, the parameters change. If we are 60, we cannot do the same activities we did as teenagers. Therefore, we need to revamp ourselves according to our situation. That continuing act of creativity keeps us young. And I will send this to you with the recording. And the reason I chose this one today is that you are here. You are spending part of your Thursday afternoon with me learning new things. And I like that it mentioned creativity because we create our lives. The decisions that we make help to create the future. And so it doesn't have to be haphazard. Of course, there's situations that are beyond our control where the interesting creativity part comes in is what we decide to do. How we decide to react. What do we plan to do going forward? So today, I invite you to turn on your creative juices. It's part of the heart for summertime, the fire element. And we're learning new forms. And some of these might be very new. Everything might be new for some of you. And some of these might be not so new. The important thing for me is, first getting the movements. It's getting the pattern. And once we know the movements, that's when we can bring in the creativity. So, don't worry about creating so much today. I just wanted to put that idea out there. And so once you learn the movements that we're doing, the hand movements, what we do with our legs, then we can make it our own and we can use it for our benefit, for our evolution and our enlightenment. So that's about all I wanted to say about that. We are going to start today with the white crane spreads her wings after we do some warm-ups. And then we'll move into the 5-element Tai Chi. And I'm going to be talking about a lot more next week about the elements and the emotions associated. It's nice to start just with a few of the emotions and go from there. So I'm going to back up a little bit. We're going to start. You can stand up if you like, but I'm going to be seated. My feet are flat on the ground and rub your hands together. Oh, I'm in a shadow. Okay, here we go. There we go. Rub your hands together. This is called waking up the chi or warming up the chi. And chi is energy. Chi is everywhere. It's life force. And our body, we have chi in our body. When our body dies, the chi is gone. There is no life force. So we want to wake it up. And we're going to do one clap. And when we clap, it's thought that we wake up our lao gong. The lao gong is right in the center of the palm. It is a portal. If somebody lays their hands on you in a loving way, you can feel it. Like even your doctors or massage therapists, your healers in your life. If somebody hits you hard, I mean, you feel that. So that's a maybe not such good energy. But so we're going to wake up our own healing portal. Take a deep breath. And let's do one clap. And let's play with the chi just for a moment. Bring your hands to about solar plexus or heart level. Last week, we talked about yin and yang. The yin rises up, the yang rises down, and they meet at the heart. And let's play the accordion. So with the breath, we're going to do slow breaths. We separate the hands, like we're pulling taffy apart. And with the exhale, we compress. Remember, yin and yang are opposing forces, but they're part of the same thing. They're just the extremes, the dark, the light, the healthy, the not healthy. But for our purposes today and right now, let's think about drawing the healing energies of the earth up into our hearts. And then, of course, they go beyond that and go out of our heads. And then the healing energy of heaven, the yang energy, the light. So we draw the energy of blessings and insight, inspiration, connection to what's larger than ourselves. And notice what you feel in your hands. As you expand, you create more space for healing and inspiration. And then we compress. And as we compress, we also create more space. So we inhale and exhale. And let's do one more. Filling our healing ball or our Tai Chi, the yin yang, with health and happiness and love. Let's cup this ball in our hands and let's bring it up over our heads. Now let's smile to the crown of the head. Imagine it's open like it was so soft when you were a baby. And then let's bring that healing ball. And that represents balance and harmony. And let's bring it right on into the head. Place your palms on your temples and make little circles. Exhale through the mouth. Sighs are good. Sighs are ways of relieving stress and tension. And then rub the other way. Imagine there's electricity connecting your palms. So we wake up the left side of the brain, the right side of the brain, and the pineal gland that's right in the center of the brain. Let's take our fingers and start to tap. So here, when we tap, we move blood and chi. We can also dislodge thoughts or obsessions. I like to exhale through the mouth. Imagine gray smoke leaving my body. And I'm waking up my brain. Smile to your brain and thank it. Let's come onto the back of the neck, right at the occiput. There's something called the cranial pump. And the cranial pump is at the very top of the spine. And it's in Chinese medicine, the cranial pump pumps the cerebrospinal fluid into the brain. And it also pumps the old dead metabolic byproducts out of the brain. So we like to wake up that brain. And then come on to your neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. And then let's come on to the top of the head. Tap your fingertips together. This is called waking up the dragons. There's acupressure points on all of our fingertips. And then let's brush. So we might have brought some thoughts up, some judgments. Let's just brush them away. And then let's come down to our forehead. I like to close my eyes here. And then come down to your third eye. That's right between your eyebrows. And let's imagine it opening up. Let's breathe light into our brain. We want to connect our intuition and our brain so they listen to each other. And thank your intuition. Let's tap our eyes. So eyes are closed. Tap your eyelids. Notice what you see. Notice how your eyeballs feel. A little gentle eyeball massage. And then tap beneath the eyes, finding the eye sockets, so your cheekbones. Find the edges of your nose. Let's come down. And then beneath the nose, above the upper lip. This wakes up the qi and the blood in our gums. This is one of the healthiest things you can do for your gum health. Imagine pink, healthy gums, strong rooted teeth. Go to the back molars and the front. And then let's come to the TMJ. Let's see if you can get a yawn or a sigh here. This is a big place where we hold tension. And then let's tap beneath the lower lip, thanking the lower gums and teeth. Let's go out towards our ears and rub our ears. I've got these earbuds in, so I can't really rub my ears as much as I would like to. But the ears, like the face, they're both microsystems of the whole body. There's a lot of acupressure points related to organs and systems in our body. So when you rub your ears or tap your face, you're stimulating your whole body. Let's take our fingers and we're going to gently stroke from the chin to the collarbones. When we do this, and we're touching our lymph glands, there's lymph underneath our skin. And if we push too hard, we're not moving the lymph, but we just tapped all over our heads. So we want to guide those old energies, maybe dead brain cells, down and out of the head. Let's tap our lungs and take a deep breath for the lungs. Take a breath of gratitude. And here we remember the emotions associated with the lungs can be grief, feeling that you're not worthy. Lungs are the metal element. And so we remind ourselves that we are as good as gold. We are valuable. Let's come to the heart and smile to your heart. Thank your heart. And here we wake up our creative juices, our passions, our happiness and love. Let's tap our sternum. The sternum protects the thymus. And in Chinese medicine, the thymus is associated with your immune system. So we tap it, we move energy. We want to be healthy and happy. Let's come on, I'll be your mirror. So let's come to your left side. We've got the spleen over here. Let's take a nice deep breath, thanking the spleen. And the spleen is associated with clarity and peace of mind. So tapping out any stress or worry or anxiety. Let's come on to our bellies. And thank your large and small intestine. Thank your digestive organs. And do a little tap beneath the thank you sexual organs. And then beneath that, the bladder and elimination organs. We thank our organs. And then come to your right side. Let's tap our liver and gallbladder. The liver can hang on to anger, frustration, irritation, all that good stuff. So we dislodge that. And so we want to stimulate the energies of forgiveness and kindness. Let's come onto the back as high as you can. So the adrenal glands are protected by your ribs, or fight or flight glands. Coming down to the kidneys, nice deep breath of gratitude for the kidneys. Kidneys hang on to fear and doubt, depression. We want to transform those energies into fearlessness, knowing everything's going to be okay. Give it a good rub. Let's spread that wisdom of trust and knowing everything's going to turn out just as it should. Rub your pelvis. Find your sacrum. Now we have another pump down here, the sacral pump. So the sacral pump pumps the fluid against gravity up our spines, up to our heads, where the cranial pump can take over. Let's rub the tops of the legs. Now here you can pound, you can slap, you can make knuckles and rub, or you can be very gentle. Some days I like to be very gentle with myself. Other days, I don't know, kind of feels good to get the knuckles into the T-bands. into the inner thigh, go underneath the leg, and go around your knees. Now you can pick one leg up and rub it, tap your foot, or you can do this both at the same time. I realized that my lower legs were being shown, but we're just moving blood and chi, waking it up and thanking. Thank you, feet. Thank you, ankles. And then let's rub our hands together again. We're just doing an all over little body self massage. One clap again. And pat yourself on the back and tell yourself you're a good human. You're making the world a better place in your way. You can rub the arm, rub the elbow, come down. Thank you, elbow, wrist. Thank you, hand and finger. Let's come up, lift the arm up, and then a very gentle brush here, moving lymph. And we thank our mammary glands, our lymph glands, and our breasts. You know, when energy gets stuck or stagnant, we get sick. So, you know, there's a lot of breast cancer around, and we just want to be very conscious about moving energies. And let's give ourselves another tap over the shoulder. Tell yourself you're a beautiful human. Breathe it in, accept it. Rub the shoulders, rub the arm. Thank you, arm. Thank you, elbow. Thank you, wrist. You know, when you're taking a shower, you can think about your body and thank it, or taking a bath. Yeah. And then let's brush. Thank you, mammary glands on this side. Thank you, breast. Thank you, lymph glands. And then let's come into seated sage. So we stretch from the heart, we stretch our lungs. There's a slight arch in the back. Palms are up, Lao Gong. The center of the palm is receiving the wisdom of heaven, the blessings, the love. And then give yourself a big hug and smile to your body. Close your eyes and take a little moment here. Thank you, beautiful body. And then release. And I'm going to stand up. Know that you can practice all these things seated, but I'm going to stand today. We've woken up every cell of our body. Let's clasp our hands together and we wake up our wrist joint. I like to do one ankle at the same time to get the energy flowing in our joints, and then pick up the other ankle. If you want, you can go the opposite direction. We're going to do a little bit of wrist with crane today. Take it out. Let's place the hands over above the knees, and we're going to do some circles. Nice deep breath. Thank you, knees. Other way. These are foundational warm-ups, just getting our body ready for Tai Chi. Let's take a wider stance and we'll do our hips. You can place your hands on your hips if you like. And then let's go the other way. Very nice. Let's swirl the arms, getting into the into the shoulder socket. Take a deep breath. Thank you, shoulders. And then other direction. If your shoulders are compromised, it's okay to keep them down here. But if you can, go up as high as you can. Give your elbows a shake, wrists a shake, and then give your head a little shake. Bring the shake into the shoulders. Shake your head, exhale through your mouth. I don't think we blithered last week. Blithering is a great way of releasing stress and tension, releasing emotional distress, releasing pain. Just shake your hips like a happy dog wagging its tail. Shake your legs. Animals do this out in nature. You know, they get traumatized, they shake. And we're going to be kind of crazy. This is called blithering, like blithering idiots. We make a noise and we lift and we shake and we go, ugh. And again, let it go, throw it away. One more time. Very good. Bring your toes forward, tail down, knees slightly bent. Let's bring our hands to our hearts. And close your eyes for a moment. And can you sense your heart beating? Blithering always excites my heart a little bit, and I like to feel my heart beating. And then relax the hands. And we're going to ring the temple bell. This is a twist. We look side to side and notice that my hands are flopping and tapping my body. So I'm not holding them out here. I'm letting them tap, little slap. Look over your shoulder. And if you want, add a up and down with the knees. It starts to pump our hearts, gets our blood flowing. Let's think about our organs again. Let's come to the lower organs, coming up to the digestive organs. Tap your ribs, front and back, onto the sternum, onto the heart and lungs. And then let the hands go over the shoulders, stretch your triceps. Pretty much every Tai Chi class you'll ever go to, we will do this. And then let the arms flop and twist. Twist out tensions, twist out stress. Just as if you were wringing out a towel, twist it out of your spine. Good. Let's do our 3 points of focus. So we lengthen the spine with a deep breath. Sense your roots going deep, connecting to the yin. Sense your head and neck floating up to the sky. Tuck your chin slightly so you can feel your neck. And then let's connect to the body with a deep breath. Breathe into your belly and pull it into the ribs and chest and back. And then let it go. Soften your face. Soften your body. And then take another deep breath, thanking, just a bad breath of gratitude for being alive. And then let's reach for happiness. This is a side bend. It's important to warm up our spines. They move 3 ways. They twist, they side bend, and they arch and fold. So this is one of my favorites. We reach up and we stretch. You want to feel your arms opening. You want to feel your ribs opening, the waist into the hip, maybe even a little your leg. And then we think about something that's going to make us happy and we grasp it. Bring it into the head, into the heart, and into the belly. And then we do the other side with the inhale and exhale. And you can make this personal. I reach for optimal health a lot, and it seems to be working. Intention, where our attention goes, where our awareness goes, that's where the energy flows. I reach for harmonious relationships with my family, my friends, my community. I reach for peace of mind almost every time. And make this personal now. You know the pattern. Inhale up and exhale down with intention. Let the universe know what would make you happier. We'll do 2 more on each side. It could be the same thing. It could be different. The universe does not judge you. So if you want to win the lottery, that's fine. And as slow as you can for these last 2. Inhale up. It's like grasping a pearl or a bright sun. You bring it into the head, heart, body. Make this one a good one. Give yourself a little roll and swirl. And then our last spinal exercise. Today, we're going to open the temple gate. I like this one a lot. I like the intention. The movement is we inhale up. If your shoulders are compromised, keep your hands by your head, but open your heart to the sky. Find that arch in your back. And then you make light fists and you bring them towards your navel. And you curl your tail under and you let the chin rest on the chest. So you want to feel a lengthening of the lumbar. The back of the heart is wide open and your chin is tucked so we feel the neck. And then let's uncurl and we inhale and it's like we push away the cloud and we arch. And so if your shoulders are fine, let your arms go up. And with the exhale, we find the curl. I like to imagine I'm pushing away obstacles that are in my way or blocking my path. And I bring in ease and flow. I certainly clear away self-criticism and self-judgment. That is not helpful. And I bring in I'm loving myself, believing in myself, bathing the head, the heart, the body. Let's do 3 more and think about what are you clearing away? Is it fear? Is it anger? Is it grief? Whatever it is, you bring in a compliment to it. Follow your breath, pushing, and then bringing in, gathering. So it is a Tai Chi again. It's a clearing, making space, pushing away what doesn't serve you. And then bringing in what feeds your soul. Let's hold this here. Tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Let the arms dangle. Feel the nice length of your spine. Feel spacious shoulders. And then tuck your tail and roll up. Let's do our 3 points of focus. I like to come into tree or Wuji. This has a lot of different names. Warrior stance. Tai Chi meditation. Toes forward, tail down. Let's lengthen our spine. Let your tailbone go into the earth. Let your head go way up into the heavens. And then we take a conscious breath for our bodies. And then the third breath is for our minds. And let's breathe in peace of mind. Soften. When we're tight, the energy gets stuck and can't flow. It's really important to be nice and soft. Let's inhale, rise up a little bit. And with the exhale, we bring all this energy right into our body as if we were a sponge. It gets absorbed. Notice how you're feeling. We're going to do just a little crane before we move into white crane spreads for wings. And I'd like you to imagine you're a crane. So you have webbed feet that will help with balance. You have skinny little legs that your knees go the opposite direction. We have tail feathers. You can check them out and wiggle them. We have these beautiful chests, strong chests. And then we have wings. So you get to play with your wings. Cranes have long necks and heads with beaks. Our eyes are somewhat hooded, so they're not looking all over the place. We're kind of got a peaceful gaze. And let's bring in the spirit of the crane. So we reach behind and then out to the side and out in front as we bring in the energy of grace and beauty. Let's do that a couple more times. Gathering balance, able to stand on one leg, inner stillness. And then again, that bird's eye view, the being able to see things from different perspectives. And we start with flying crane, bending the knees. Inhale, let the wind lift your arms up. And exhale, float down. And you see, we're playing with Tai Chi. We're rising, expanding, and sinking. Let's go with the breath. Inhale up, wind floats. Exhale, sink. Now this time, make bird's beak with your hands. And so the thumbs and fingers touch. This is a beautiful wrist exercise. We rise up, we pull the fingers in towards the body, and then we release fingers to the sky. We push out with the palms of our hand. Let's inhale, pull those fingertips into your body, and exhale. Again. I like this a lot. We use our wrists, we use our hands, we drive a lot, we are at the computer, and it's so important to keep the wrists supple, loose, strong. Let's do one more with the bird's beak hand. And now this is the yellow side. Let's shift the weight. Relax your fingers. The weight is on the yellow side. I just have the ball of my foot at the white side. And then we sink. Shift the weight to the white side. Lift the heel. Exhale down. This is called balancing flying crane. We do this in summertime. The crane is one of the animals that we practice in the summer. For every season, there's a different animal. So for every element, it's a different animal. So for the fire element, we practice crane, phoenix, eagle. Interesting, they're all birds. So really getting that idea of different perspective. Now here, if you want, float your foot off the ground and then sink. Feel your weight transfer to the standing leg. And we see crane a lot in Tai Chi. Let's do 2 more each side. You can float the knee up to the navel, sink down. Think about your webbed foot. Fingers are loose like feathers. So important to practice balance as we age. And good. Let's bring our fingers to our bellies, lower dantian, the energy field of our physical being. We're going to move into the white crane spreads her wings. The feet are somewhat duck-footed. Wings on the belly. And let's practice part 1. Lengthen the spine, connect to earth and heaven. Take a slow, deep breath, connecting to your body. Feel it expand and then deflate. Soften as you deflate. And let's bring in balance. Balance to our minds and our hearts. And let's go. So we sink as we flow our wings out to the side, fingers to the sky as we push. Oh yeah, I'm going to do a little angle here. The wings come in front of the heart, one hand over the other. We bring the hands close to the heart and we push away hate and impatience. Fingertips come down and they come up to the belly, up to the heart, up the head. And then the palms face forward and we sink. So my knees are bent. And then the fingertips come up to about the waist without raising your shoulders. And we roll our wrists. So now the palms are facing behind me. Let's do that again. This time with the breath. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And we fold our wings with the exhale. Very good. Shake it out. Let's do part 2. So our wings are folded. And then the wings come out in front of us and then up overhead. And then we open our wings and we look up so you can feel your heart going towards the sky. The first finger and thumb touch, and we bring them to the temple as we sink. So we're bringing wisdom into our minds. And then we come up, we release the mudra, palms face down, roll your wrists, palms face up. We make the mudra again. Think about improving our memory, bringing more memory in our memory banks. And from here, we release up to the sky and we balance on the balls of our feet, cross one hand over the other, come down, and we bring that heaven energy right into our belly, our lower dantian. And from here, palms go up and we squeeze our shoulder blades together. So there's a nice big heart to the sky again. And then the palms come back. We place one hand and the other, so back of the hand in the palm, and our thumbs touch and it rests in our belly. Let's do that again. We inhale, arms overhead, and we open with the exhale. Make the mudra, smile to your mind, and then exhale, release the mudra, palms down. Let's roll the wrists. Inhale to the temples. Exhale, reach for the stars. And we bring blessings, insight right into our body. We squeeze our shoulder blades together. And then we place the hands, one on top of the other, thumbs touch. And that's the end of part 2. Give it a little shake. Shake your body. Let's put 1 and 2 together, and then we'll go into part 3. So we begin. Do a little angle here. Wingtips on the belly. Bring in your most beautiful crane. And let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way up overhead. And exhale. Palms up. Inhale, make the mudra. Bring it into your temple. And then release. Exhale. Palms down. Roll the wrists. Inhale. Reach for the stars. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze your shoulders. And exhale. Thumbs touch. Now let's do part 3. We're looking for nourishment. We're looking for, if we're shore cranes, we're looking for the fish or crabs. If we're field cranes, we're looking for gophers. But we twist twice on both sides. So first we twist to one side and you find a nice twist. Go not so far that you're straining. And then slowly we come back, surveying. And then we twist to the other side. And then we come back. And again, we're patient because we're cranes, part of the emotions of the heart. And then we come back to center. And using our hands as a basket or a fishing net, we go down. So there's a squat. And then we rise up. The wingtips come to our hearts. And then we spread our wings. So we reach up and down. So we spread. And then the wingtips come back to the heart. Reach beyond your wingtips so we connect to earth and heaven, the yin and the yang. And they meet at the heart. So that's where they find balance and harmony. Reach, go beyond your comfort zone. in your life, not really necessarily physically. Spreading our wings, trying new things, learning, creating. And then the wingtips meet in front of the heart again, one hand over. We bring the hands into the heart and there's a little push away. And then we do that lovely gathering motion and we bathe the belly, the heart, and the mind. Palms out in front, bend knees, and then we bring the hands to the waist and we fold our wings. Little shake. Let's do that one more time with the breath, and then we'll do the whole thing. And that'll be the crane for today. So part 3, we survey, we inhale as we twist. Exhale, coming slowly back to center. Inhale, twist the other way. And then bring it back to center. Again, inhale. Exhale. Center, inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Squat down. Maybe we're bringing inner stillness into our heart mind center. And then we spread our wings. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, moving slowly as if you're moving through thick water. Exhale to the heart. Breathing grace and beauty. Exhale it into your heart. Inhale. And exhale. And the wingtips are going to touch. We bring the hands closer to the heart and then we push out. We scoop. Palms out in front. Inhale. And exhale. Shake your tail feathers, shake your wings, kick it out. You can tap whatever feels like it needs a little more blood or energy moving. And let's do it from the beginning to the end. And moving forward, we will spend our last 15 minutes or so with this form. But today I wanted to spend a little bit more time with it. It will be our moving meditation. All right, preparing, duck-footed, wings. Think about your inner crane. The chin is tucked. Gaze is soft. And let's do white crane spreads her wings. I'm not going to talk. And stay here for a couple more breaths. You can close your eyes or look down, but sense the grace of the crane and the inner stillness of the crane. And then give yourself a little shake. Get some energy into your legs. Let's take a wider stance. And then let's shift into walking on clouds. So shift the weight to the yellow foot and then float. You can just come up on the ball of your foot and then sink. So same arm, same leg. Remember, this is the beginning of the 5-element Tai Chi. We inhale and we float as if we're floating in the clouds. And then we sink back down. Inhale and exhale. The fingers are soft. The hands are soft. Fingers down and then fingers up. Shifting the weight. Let's do one more on each side. Let's see how slowly we can go. Good. Let's bring our feet together. And we're going to go through the 5-element Tai Chi. We're going to do each movement 3 times today. I will talk us through it. So we begin right now with connecting to earth and heaven. So imagine you're 1,000,000 miles tall. Your feet go to the center of the earth. Your head goes up to the edges of beyond of what we know, into the mystery. But we connect to our body. So we take a full deep breath. We feel ourselves filling up. And then we sense ourselves softening and emptying out. And let's bring in balance and harmony for our emotional being. We're first going to take a step towards the yellow flowers. As we walk on clouds, we float, and it's a small step. It's not a big step. And then we sink. And then we take another step with the white side. And now our feet are about hip distance. Let's rise. And we hold our Tai Chi ball. And we play the accordion 3 times. And so this is the metal element, the lungs. We wake up our lungs like a imaginary massage. We expand, energize our lungs and contract. And again. The palms face down. We swipe across the tabletop, but we connect to the earth energy. And we bend, we scoop, palms are up as we bring energy into the lungs. And then, like clouds, letting go of the rain, we release our sadness, our grief. We inhale. And we exhale. We let go of resistance. And let's gather acceptance and contentment, finding acceptance with what is and finding contentment. Let's cross the wrists. Place your hands on your lungs. Deep breath. Thank you, lungs. And then the hands float down, sink. Let's start with the yellow hand. We come across the kidneys. So we're connecting to the kidneys here, moving into the water element. And we sink low and we do a little twist. We scoop water. We know we can't hang on to water. So we let it flow out of our hand. And then we survey. So we're focused. We're seeing everything in our environment. We gather up fear and doubt. And then we become wise because we notice everything around us. The more we know, the less we fear. We can gather up depression and we let it flow out knowing that we are going to be okay. Things change. Let's scoop up fearlessness and tell yourself, I am fearless. Last one. And this time we helicopter the arm, place the arm, drape it across your kidneys, and then come across again. Let's inhale. And then exhale. Most of what we are afraid of never happens. So we know, once we know that, we don't have to spend a lot of energy on being afraid. We're like 85%. It's an astounding figure. We breathe in wisdom and trust and knowing everything's going to be okay. And let's place both hands on our kidneys. Let's thank our kidneys. Thanking water. Water flushes out fear. Let's slide the hands down the body as if we're composting any fear that's left over. And then our fingers rise up, pulling silk out of the cocoon, connecting to the earth, feeling grounded. Let's make fists and we bring them into the waist. Moving into the third element, the wood element, the tree element. This is associated with the liver. And so we bend our knees and we do a slow motion punch. We release anger. Let the hand float up, roll the wrist, and catch a beautiful white feather that represents forgiveness and kindness. And we punch out irritation. And we bring in patience and kindness. Exhale. What are you let it go of? A grudge, perhaps, an old wrong. Well, who's really hurting? You are. So we bathe ourselves with forgiving energy. Let's let go of inflexibility, drawing the line in the sand. Forget that. Be flexible. Let's do one more slow punch out. Receive loving kindness, forgiveness. Let go of greed or envy, all associated with the liver, with the wood energy. We want to be like a young sapling. And then we go fast. Exhale through your mouth. Punch. Now we can pretend we're beating somebody up. We're not hurting anybody right now, but we're getting that energy out of our body. And then we're going to slow it down, bringing in our forgiving nature, bringing in that flexibility to bend, go with the wind, not break, not be brittle. If we are old and we're angry, we're pretty much brittle and dried up. We can snap. If we keep ourselves flexible and young at heart, young at mind, not holding on to anger, much easier, much healthier. Last one. Any energy that's in your hand, let it go. Bring your hands to your right side. Let's thank our liver. Imagine it like a bamboo tree blowing in the breeze. That's how we're going to be. And then we sink into the knees. Let's pull silk out of the cocoon. And bring your palm close to your armpit. Make the C with your hand, the tiger's mouth, going into the fire element. Let's fan the fire of passion and love. And we look right into the tiger's mouth. And we bathe ourselves with love and joy. Look for it. And you can gently ease out hate, impatience. Look for joy. Bathe yourself with joy. Let's fire up our creative juices. We create our lives. We create our reality, right? Part of today's lesson. How are you going to live your life? What decisions are you going to make? What choices? Let's do one more. And we embrace tiger. Remember, when we embrace tiger, we accept what is. We hug the tiger. When we're holding the tiger close, our heads don't get bitten off. So we embrace what scares us the most. And then we return to the mountain. Let's pull silk out of the cocoon. We make the window. Thumbs touch, index fingers touch, thumbs rest onto in the navel. Moving to the spleen, digestion, digesting information. And so associated with the earth energy, earth element. And we begin to bring that window up and we gaze through the window the whole time. We bring it to our heart and we look into our window. We bring it up to the third eye and we gaze. And then we bring it overhead. And here we're looking for clarity. So let's squeeze and we twist to one side. We squeeze out confusion. And as we come back to center, we become more clear. And then we squeeze again and we squeeze out stress, anxiety, and worry. And as we come back to center, we look for peace of mind. Squeezing out confusion, breathing in clarity, squeezing out stress, worry, tension, anxiety, breathing in peace of mind. Let's lower the window, breathe it into your third eye. Lower it to the heart. And then bring that energy of clarity and peace of mind right into your body. And breathe in empathy for yourself and others. Bring your hands over to your left side. Thank you, spleen. Drop the arms down. Let's pull silk out of the cocoon. So as if you're connected to the heart of the earth, we bring it up to the head, bathing ourselves with feeling grounded, feeling loved. The earth loves us very much. And then we float an elbow up, the wrist floats up, the fingers float up, and there's a push. We move into a form of cloud hands. Inhale, elbow, wrist, fingers. Clear your mind. Inhale. Just a little twist. I'm not moving my arms too much. Now we clear away self-doubt, self-criticism, self-pity. And we bathe ourselves with love, kindness, patience, compassion. Let's do one more on each side. Reach out, embrace tiger, embrace all of life. Return to the mountain, know you are safe. And we gather from earth and heaven. We fortify ourselves with the nutrients in the soil, fortifying our blood, our bones. We reach out to nature's healing and then up to the sky. Bathing ourselves with, how about the sun, vitality, youthful energy, life force, activity. Let's reach into the earth for stillness, nurturing energy. And let's reach up to the moon. The moon is yin, but she's up in the sky, so that's part of heaven. So we bathe ourselves with wisdom and compassion, hope. One more time. Pulling up what you need. And this time, let's reach for all the stars in the sky. A tremendous amount of energy, all the stars, all those suns. And we hold in tree pose or wuji, relax. And then let's lower the hands. Shift the weight to the yellow flower. And then we take a little step, walking on clouds. The other foot comes in and comes close. Sink into the knees, pull silk out of the cocoon. And let's close the form. Gathering earth, life, and heaven, make prayer hands. And stop at your third eye and smile to that part of you that's beyond your physical self, your essence, your gifts, your uniqueness. And then let the thumbs rest on your heart mind. And imagine balance in all of your emotions and kindness in all your thoughts. And then fingers point down. Imagine healthy body, flexible, youthful. Thank you, body. And then let's bring our hands to our hearts. I want to honor you for coming today. Let's send some healing chi into the world, some balance and harmony in a world that can be pretty chaotic. So imagine light flowing out of your heart, surrounding yourself with protection and love, but sending it to all those who need it. And feel yourself absorbing it as it comes right back onto you. Good. Give yourself a little shake. Next week, we'll be spending more time on the 5-element Tai Chi. And as we progress, it will become more and more familiar. Once we learn the patterns, then we can really use it for our own healing. And if you have questions, please let me know. Oh, Kalia said thank you. You're welcome. So I think the flow of the white crane is part of what makes it so beautiful. And it's just a lovely form once we have it. Oh, there's a new message. Okay, I guess. Oh, wow. Hi everyone. Darlene. Oh, Darlene. Hi, Darlene. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Angel says, I'm already in love with White Crane Spreads Its Wings. Thanks so much, Jessica. Thanks for the imagery. Wonderful class. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for all your beautiful comments. Okay. Well, I'm here to answer questions. And if there are none, I will send out the reading for today. Think about, you're here. This is for you. I'm just honored that you spend time with me and want to learn something new. And it's so great that you're for brain plasticity, for moving slowly, for calming the heart. And when we do move slowly and breathe, we calm our nervous system. And so the benefits of this is, oh my gosh, there's so many benefits. I have lists and lists of why this is healthy for us. No? Oh, you can unmute yourself. I'm going to go in gallery view so I can see. Oh, okay. Any questions? I hope this isn't too hard or moving too fast. It is a short class, but since only 6 weeks, but since we're not moving our feet, there's a lot less to worry about. We just have to really think about our upper body. And that's why I chose 6 weeks for this class instead of a 10-week class, which is kind of typical for a Tai Chi class. We'll be offering a Tai Chi class in the fall where we will be moving our feet. Oh, is everybody feeling good and kind of in the zone?
Yeah.
Yay, yay. I did my job. Okay, well, I'm going to stop the recording. I always think that people's questions